Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
Good morning, Steph.
What'd you think of that State of the Union, first of all?
Oh, I think Joe Biden killed it.
Yeah.
And I think the Republican response was interesting. I'm not sure that anybody could alienate so many demographics at once, but boy, she excelled.
Don't even get me started. I already got that all out of my craw. Okay, I'm just saying as a former prosecutor, would you check her crawl space? I'm just asking. Boil your bunny energy.
Right.
Okay, I don't want to pull my esteemed legal expert into my speculation, but so Glenn, where do we start on where we are on the legal front? Because someone was saying that, we just played Molly saying every time they report, they should say, out on bail, 91 felony counts, adjudicated rapist and business fraud. It is almost, even though, as we say, we marinate in this every day, and you see the contrast now between last night and what Donald Trump is, what do you think is up next in terms of, on the justice front?
Yeah, so Steph, I think we're all over the place on the legal front. It depends on whether we're talking state, we're talking federal, we're talking civil, we're talking criminal. So let's start with the good news. First of all, Donald Trump is about to hit a financial wall. He does not have the money to cover all of the massive money judgments that have been entered against him. And I believe soon both Tish James and E. Jean Carroll's lawyers are going to begin seizing his assets, right? Which, that's been a long time coming for Donald Trump because he's always been a fraud on the financial front. So, and I found it interesting yesterday, the BBC reported that he also just lost the case over in the UK. He brought a case against Christopher Steele's company for the Steele dossier. And the judge over there said, no, actually, your case is, quote, bound to lose, which I thought would make a good working title for a Donald Trump biography, bound to lose. And even though this is a suit that he brought, Steph, he was ordered to pay all of the costs of his opponent's legal fees. So listen, this man is a world-class loser on the financial front. So he's going to crash and burn civilly. Now, criminally, it's a different story. The federal cases are all over the map. But the best news, I think, is the state court case in New York. That's his 2016 election interference, hush money, falsifying business records case is going to kick off in just over 2 weeks now. And Judge Merchan is not playing. It's in the chute. They're going to begin jury selection in just over 2 weeks. And the evidence is overwhelming of his guilt. That will be his first criminal conviction if everything remains on track.
And Glenn, you kind of referenced it, but what happens when you're saying, "Oh no, I got tons of money," and then you've got your lawyer going, "He doesn't have the money. Can we?" I mean, it's so pathetic. He's trying to go, "Oh, can you throw the case out? Can I not pay the whole thing?" Like, it's just. I'm not even a lawyer, and I'm like, you can't do that, right? I mean, you said Trump lawyers.
In one breath, Alina Habba tells judges he's worth $14 billion. In the next breath, she's got her hat in hand saying, please, please don't make him put up $800 or $80 million or $450 million because he can't afford it. Steph, if even one of his properties, just one, was worth $1 billion, if it was unencumbered by, tons and tons of debt, then he could just pledge that. And any insurer, any bondsman would jump at the chance to put up a bond because there would be a pot of money, assets to collect on at the end of the day. So Donald Trump, as I say, is about to hit a financial wall, and it's going to get really ugly for him.
Well, you said Trump lawyers embarrassed themselves, saying Trump is worth $14 billion and has, quote, plenty of liquid assets to cover the massive money judgments against him, while simultaneously begging them to reduce the bond amount. When can we start seizing assets? I think of us as a we in the justice world.
Okay.
I don't know Robbie
Kaplan.
Monday
Monday is one of the first deadlines because Judge Kaplan has just denied, I think for the second or third time, Trump's request to extend the due date. So on Monday, the $83 million plus interest will come due. And at that point, I predict Judge E. Jean Carroll's lawyers, Roberta Kaplan and the others, will begin to use the mechanisms available to start seizing his assets to satisfy that money judgment.
Yeah. I like to think of you as the Dr. Ronnie of Justice of the Stephanie Miller Show, because I need some more indictments. It's been a bit. You said Trump org convicted of 15-year-long criminal scheme to defraud. Trump's man Weisselberg convicted of the same. Now convicted of lying for Trump, but there seems to be a criminal loose end here. Time for a fifth criminal indictment for Trump running his corrupt business, Trump org. Talk about that for a second.
Yeah, it's interesting that Trump's organization was being run as a criminal enterprise for 15 years, and they were criminally convicted, the Trump org, of 17 felony counts. Of course, Weisselberg, who's now a frequent flyer as a felon, he was also convicted of that same 15-year-long criminal scheme to defraud as the chief financial officer of the Trump organization. How is it, Steph, that the man who really is ultimately responsible for all of this, Donald Trump, has yet to be held to account for those crimes? Now, I hope Alvin Bragg has another indictment in his back pocket that he's ready to drop on Donald Trump, because that is the one loose end that has not yet been tied up in the Trump organization criminal, endeavor.
Sexy liberal, I have a feeling Glenn Kirschner might turn up at one or two.
What?
I may. Keep your eye out, Steph. I may even crash Sexy Liberal if I'm not invited, but I know.
Oh, you're invited always.
Open invite.
It's an open invitation,
sexyliberal.com. 15 cities on sale now. Get it. We love you, Glenn Kirschner. See you next week.